This is Joel Redwanski with Big Dog versus the Spread. And a lot of people want to point the finger and say, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Hey, well, let's point the finger and think about two good moves that have happened in the NFL this week, week 10. First one, Jason Garrett is now the head football coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Well, everybody knows that Wade Phillips deserved to be fired. He's 1-7 this year, and if you think about it, he's 34-22 overall as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, which means he was pretty good before he got fired this year. But if you had to pick somebody, instead of going outside the organization, you pick somebody within, and everybody can say, well, Jason Garrett is part of the problem. Yes, Jason Garrett, you have been part of the problem for the Dallas Cowboys this year. You pass way too much, and your offense has been totally inconsistent, and it has been inconsistent over the last couple of years. The reason why Jason Garrett is the smart choice to coach the Cowboys for the rest of the season is this. There isn't a big change in philosophy amongst the players, so you don't have to factor that in to the development of the players if they're good enough or not. And the second thing is this, he was supposed to be the coach after Wade Phillips anyways. So he was the highest paid offensive coordinator the last couple of years, so now you've given him the head coaching reins. Now obviously this year is done for the Dallas Cowboys, so all they're trying to do is evaluate which players will be back. So might as well give Jason Garrett the head coaching position now to see if he can make anything out of this season. And also, if you think about it, next year there might not even be a football season, so if you hire a different coach outside of Jason Garrett, then you have to pay Wade Phillips. You're paying Jason Garrett head coach money even though he's just a coordinator. Then you're going to have to pay a head coach money anyways. So it's a logical, smart choice to bring Jason Garrett in. And then you'll definitely find out if he was the right guy or not. Jason Garrett, maybe you are part of the problem, but Jerry Jones, you're going to find out whether or not he is. Another good move. Okay, Randy Moss is supposedly a cancer. He might be. I'll admit this, he is definitely a front runner. Do you realize that he catches 17% more of his targets, that's balls intended for him, when his team is up by 15 or more points than when they're down by 10 or more? Think about that. That means either he's not clutch or he only plays well when his team is playing well. That might be an issue. But something tells me with Randy Moss playing with a chip on his shoulder down in Tennessee, he will play well during the second half of the season. And Vince Young doesn't throw the medium ball that well. He's an effective runner. He makes good decisions. He's a playmaker. We all know that. Sometimes he can be a Jedi Knight. He does stuff that just is unexplainable. People fall off of him. He makes passes that most other people can't, and then the average one he can't make. But when it comes to Randy Moss, all he'll have to do is throw it long, and Randy Moss will go and get it. So it ends up being a perfect fit for the Tennessee Titans. And Jeff Fisher, you know, he might seem kind of the old school coach when it means, run it, play good defense. But he's also old school in this term. Yeah, he runs it a lot, but he throws it over the top of the defense. And we all know one thing about Randy Moss.
Our role is to take the ball deep, take the top off the defense. Take the ball deep, take the top off the defense.
So this week, a couple very good decisions made by GMs and owners around the NFL. That's Jason Garrett becoming the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. If he isn't good, you can get rid of him at the end of the year. And also Randy Moss becoming a wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans. This is Joel Redwanski with ChiTownMix.com.